What if I told you that the narrative you're seeing play out in the crypto markets is a lie? What if the charts, the red candles, the fear, uncertainty, and doubt are merely a smokescreen, obscuring a truth far more profound, far more explosive, hiding just beneath the surface? For weeks, one particular asset, Kaspa, has been experiencing relentless selling pressure. Its price has tumbled, breaking crucial support levels, pushing many to question its future. The sentiment is grim, the headlines are negative. But what if the real story of Kaspa isn't being told on the price charts at all? What if, while everyone is panicking about its falling value, the underlying network, the very backbone of its existence, is secretly experiencing an unprecedented surge, a hidden explosion of activity so massive, it could foreshadow one of the most explosive comebacks we've ever witnessed? Get ready, because today, we're pulling back the curtain on Kaspa's shocking secret, and what we uncover might just redefine everything you thought you knew about market cycles. This isn't just about price. This is about a fundamental divergence that could make or break fortunes. And trust me, you need to see this. Alright, let's set the stage. For those who might be new to this game-changing project, Kaspa isn't just another crypto. It's a Layer 1 blockchain designed for speed, scalability, and security, built on a unique architecture called the Ghost DAG protocol. Unlike traditional blockchains that process transactions sequentially, one block after another, Kaspa utilizes a directed acyclic graph, or DAG. Think of it like this. Most blockchains are a single-lane highway where cars have to wait their turn. Kaspa? It's a multi-lane superhighway where thousands of cars can drive simultaneously without congestion. This parallel processing capability is a game-changer, making Kaspa one of the few Layer 1 solutions truly capable of scaling without sacrificing decentralization or security. This isn't just theoretical. It's designed to process transactions at a phenomenal rate, aiming for speeds that rival traditional financial systems. It's built for the future, a future where instant, low-cost transactions are not just a luxury, but a necessity. Now, despite this groundbreaking technology, despite the incredible vision and the dedicated community, if you've been watching the charts, you know the recent reality has been brutal. CAS, the native token of the Kaspa network, has been in a persistent downtrend. We've seen it fall from its earlier highs near 14 cents, crashing through what many considered crucial support levels. As of this recording, we're seeing KS hovering around the 6.5-cent mark. For many, this looks like a capitulation event, a sign of weakness, perhaps even a project running out of steam. The fear is palpable in the trading communities. Analysts are calling for further downside. The picture painted by the price action alone is bleak. But here's where the story takes a fascinating, almost paradoxical turn. Because while the price chart screams sell, the very heart of the Kaspa network is roaring to life. This is where it gets absolutely wild. While everyone is fixated on the falling CAS token price, something extraordinary, something unprecedented, has been happening beneath the surface. According to new critical data shared by the Kaspa daily account on X, the Kaspa blockchain just processed nearly 400,000 transactions in a single day. Let that sink in for a moment. 400,000 transactions. This isn't just a bump. This is a major pump compared to its typical levels over the past 3 months. We're talking about an all-time high in network activity, utterly shattering previous records. Think about what this means. This isn't speculative trading. This isn't hype. This is real network usage. This spike in transaction count reflects booming activity across the entire Kaspa ecosystem. It tells us that developers are actively testing new applications, users are engaging with the network, and utility is soaring. We're seeing a steady, consistent rise in on-chain usage since late March with a significant breakout in early May, culminating in this massive record-breaking peak just yesterday. Despite what the price action suggests, the fundamental health, the utility, the very purpose of the Kaspa network is exploding. Now here's the paradox, the mind-bending divergence that has us on the edge of our seats. How can the price be plummeting, while the network itself is thriving at an all-time high? It's like watching a successful company's stock price crash, while its sales are going through the roof and new customers are flooding in. It defies logic. To add another layer to this mystery, let's look at the technicals. The Relative Strength Index, or RSI, for KAS is now deep, and I mean deep in oversold territory. For those unfamiliar, the RSI is a momentum oscillator that measures the speed and change of price movements. Typically, an RSI reading below 30 signals that an asset is oversold, suggesting that selling pressure might be exhausted and, well, a bounce or relief rally could be imminent. In past cycles, similar RSI levels for KS and honestly, for many other cryptocurrencies have often been followed by a sharp short-term bounce. It's a classic contrarian signal. When everyone is selling, when the fear is at its peak, that's often when the smart money starts to look for entry points. However, let's be clear here. Technical analysts also point out that Kaspa has already dropped below several key support levels. Without a strong, undeniable reversal signal, the downtrend could continue. This is the tension, the tightrope walk. The market sentiment is overwhelmingly negative and momentum is still to the downside. Traders are hitting the sell button, liquidating their positions, perhaps driven by broader market fear or even algorithmic trading. But this isn't just a simple oversold indicator. It's an oversold indicator combined with unprecedented network growth. This paints a picture far more complex, far more compelling than mere price charts can convey. It shows that while the token's valuation is under intense pressure from short-term trading dynamics, the underlying network, the actual utility of Kaspa, is not just growing, it's exploding. The fundamentals in the chart, my friends, are moving in wildly opposite directions. This is the core conflict, the true enigma of Kaspa right now. So, what does this all mean? When we peel back the layers, when we look beyond the FUD and the fluctuating price action, we uncover a fascinating truth. Kaspa's ecosystem is not just heating up, it's on fire, even as traders hit the sell button. This divergence, this incredible gap between perceived value and fundamental activity, is a classic sign of market mispricing. History, my friends, tells us a clear story. Eventually, fundamentals catch up with price. The market can be irrational for a long time, but it cannot ignore utility adoption and genuine network growth indefinitely. The 400,000 daily transactions aren't just a number. They represent real people, real developers, real applications, putting the Kaspa network to work. They validate its DAG architecture, its scalability, its promise. If this powerful divergence continues, if the network activity keeps soaring, if more developers continue to build on Kaspa, if the world starts to recognize its unparalleled speed and efficiency, then it's not a question of if price starts to play catch-up, but when. The oversold RSI, combined with this fundamental boom, could be setting the stage for a truly significant relief rally, or even the reversal of this downtrend. The catalysts could be a broader crypto market recovery, a breakthrough announcement from Kaspa developers, or simply the sheer weight of undeniable network adoption finally breaking through the bearish sentiment. This isn't financial advice but a crucial observation for anyone serious about understanding the crypto markets. While the noise screams sell, the quiet hum of the Kaspa network whispers build. And in crypto, the builders ultimately win. Keep your eyes on Kaspa, because this hidden explosion of on-chain activity against a backdrop of an oversold token could be the fuse to its next massive move. Are you positioned to witness it? If you found this deep dive insightful, smash that like button, subscribe to the channel for more cutting-edge crypto analysis, and let me know in the comments. Do you think Kaspa's fundamentals will eventually overpower the current bearish sentiment? Let's discuss. And finally, a very important note. I am not a financial advisor. All information presented in this video is for educational and entertainment purposes only, and should not be construed as financial advice. Cryptocurrency investments are highly speculative and volatile, carrying a substantial risk of loss. You could lose all your invested capital. Always conduct your own thorough research or DYR and consult with a qualified financial professional before making any investment decisions. Never invest more than you can afford to lose. This is not investment advice.